My name is Umita Melwani, and I'm the founder and director of Institute of Foreign Language and Culture, or IFLAC as our students refer to it. We have been in the space of teaching foreign languages for a period of about 16 years. We've just completed 16 years. And we provide services for a wide range of people, including just students, adults, companies, and universities. Before we started using ExtraaEdge, of course, at the start of it 16 years back, there weren't any really softwares available. So we were just basically using pen and paper, and we had an inquiry book, which we also still do. So when people walk in, we write their details there. And then, of course, we were using Excel sheets. For some time in 2014 to 2016, we did try using another software, which was leadsquared. But we didn't have too much success. It seemed a little complicated, and we could never get to understand how to use that platform. So it's been then for some time we again stopped using everything. So from 2016, we just went back to the old-fashioned method of using these inquiry books in which people give us their details and we note their details down, and then using Excel sheets. So I think the challenge in that is basically to track the communication, to see whether we have messaged that person, whether that person has read our email, whether the email has been delivered, because sometimes when emails don't get delivered, we're still not getting, we won't get the bounce back message from just a Gmail. Sometimes we would not be able to do the follow-up. So we might have spoken to some student, but we might have missed following up with them, and the batch could have started and the student would not have joined because we didn't follow up with them. So I think that those were the biggest challenges. Keeping track of the lead and keeping track of all the communication that you had with the lead. I can't really say whether it has been a challenge, but it's just been a difficulty in understanding how to use it, because actually putting in the data is not very difficult, but understanding how to use the data, I think that's the challenge, because when you put in the data and you have the data available to you, using the data is the key over here, which I think we could not do with leadsquared. But we are finding that with ExtraaEdge, it's been far much more easier. Actually, uploading the data also has been easier, and using the data also has been easier. One of the things that has made it easier for us is the follow-up. So because we get these notifications, we can put in the follow-up date, and then on that date, the notification appears. And then we have the column to write whatever extra remarks we have put on that, so we can see what has to be done in the follow-up, as well as the fee follow-up, because then we can put in a date, and once that the date comes in, the notification comes, and then we're able to correctly follow up on the fees. So I think having this kind of automated notification system for different parts of the process has made it easier to do the follow-ups on this. I think what has really helped has been the support we've got from the ExtraaEdge team, because they have been really good with us in explaining all the different points of the software to us, helping us understand and also make reports from it, which is very important for us. And also because ExtraaEdge allows us to store some extra documents which are needed with regards to the student and their information. So that has helped us to kind of centralize all the requirements on one platform. I think that's been the big advantage of ExtraaEdge, because it's not just the admissions, but then post admissions also, how do we manage the student, because we don't have students who enroll with us for 2 to 3 years. Students enroll for a course which is generally of 4 months, and then they can come back and do the next level course, but all their details remain there. It makes it as easier if they come back and do a course. We have all their information in one place. So I think that's the other advantage that ExtraaEdge has given us. I would say more or less our admissions are constant, because it's not just group classes. We also do one-on-one sessions. So if somebody writes to us who wants to do a one-on-one session, we do that. We also offer online classes. We have clients in Dubai, in Singapore, and Germany. and in Japan now. So definitely keeping track of them is helpful to us. So it helps us also that we could write these additional remarks into the client's profile, and ExtraaEdge saves it to us. So when we're looking at the client, we know where the client is based, what the client wants to do. So that makes it easier for us to offer a more personalized service to the client. I think always the biggest challenge is in understanding. So once you can understand the product, it becomes easier to use it. So I think the team is now quite comfortable with ExtraaEdge. And I think as the time goes, we're able to use the features much better than we were at the start. I think two features. One is the ability to classify the lead into whether new and enroll. And the second thing is the ability to see the communication that has been done with that lead. So the entire follow up through what we've done through WhatsApp or through through email is available in the platform in ExtraaEdge. So that makes it very easy for us to see all the communication that is taking place with the student, which is very critical for us since we do a lot of personalized language training for students, and that really helps us a lot. The topmost reason I would say is the great service. I have interacted with the people on the ExtraaEdge, and I think everybody has been very helpful and willing to go the extra mile to understand our queries, which is very important. I think the second reason is definitely you do need an automation tool. It makes your work easier. And I think the third reason would be that follow-ups become easier. It makes following up on leads a lot more easier because everything then is centralized and available in one place. So no matter where we are, we can just easily log in and see. You don't have to really be in the office. The free collection process has definitely become a lot more easier with the CRM. In terms of admissions, I think we still have to see more results because that's been quite new, but the fee collection has become definitely far much more easier. It's become like it's probably taking 10% of the effort that it took earlier. I would give Harish 200 out of 100. He's been so good. I have yet to come across somebody who is so patient, who is willing to take the time to understand, come back. He's also extremely courteous. I think he has got wonderful qualities, not only as a customer relationship manager, but probably as a human being. I have the highest regard for him. Tell you that I honestly didn't think of any automation tool after we didn't have I don't think it was the problem with leadsquared, but I think we couldn't get to understand it. But when Suprita walked into the office one day just before the COVID lockdowns and just suggested this to us, and we just took off from there. I think it has been a great journey, and I have to thank her for coming to our office and suggesting that we do this. We've been very happy with it, and we do see that our business will grow as we look at even opening other centers, and we want to use ExtraaEdge. ExtraaEdge has given us now the confidence also that we can centralize all the inquiries, which will make it easier for us to follow through.